Hello and welcome to the weekly wrap-up video. So we're going to cover off the main themes that have dominated financial markets this week, and it has been very Europe-centric. At the beginning of the week, the ECB confirmed they'd begun their covered bond buying programme, so they're said to be buying in German, Italian, Spanish and other peripheral nations' covered bonds. And then following this, there were source reports that they were considering purchases of corporate bonds. So with this saw some strength in riskier assets. Banks across Europe benefited and the periphery outperformed. So at the close of business on Friday, all the equity markets were in the green and the periphery outperformed the core. Other than that as well, we are awaiting the results of the ECB stress tests. Today on Friday, we saw source reports suggesting around 25 lenders had failed the health checks, although that's fairly in fitting with expectations, maybe slightly above. But as they cover around 130 banks in Europe, it wasn't seen as too serious. Now, other than that, earnings season in the US is in full swing. Apple reported on Monday. They reported to be on the headline and also in many of their components, particularly in sales of the new iPhone. That supported the Nasdaq 100 in its opening trade on Tuesday, was the biggest points contributor. So that aided the rally we've seen in equities. Also a recovery from last week, where we saw volatile price action and some fairly aggressive selling pressure. Now, staying in Europe but out of the Eurozone, in the UK, we saw the Bank of England minutes. They showed a 72 vote split, with 2 MPC members wanting a vote to raise the rate. However, not too much reaction in sterling. Also saw UK GDP today on Friday, which came in line at 0.7%. Then the main themes of this week. So markets now focused on the final results of the ECB health checks. That includes the stress test and AQR, which are released on Sunday. That'll be at midday European time, so that's 11 o'clock in London. It's worth bearing in mind as well that UK clocks change this Sunday, which is a week before the US clocks, so the time difference between London and New York narrows to 4 hours from 5. But that's enough from me. Hope you've had a great trading week and enjoy your weekend.